without further ado, you know why we're here, so let's go ahead and find out what this young man's going to do. Trent, question is, have you picked school?
Yeah, got to pick my school, and I went through it last night, and got to think about it a lot last night, and I went to church, and thank God gonna lead me to the right place. Got my brothers over here, two of my uncles, and place I think I'm gonna go with is I'm gonna roll with Alabama.
Okay. Yes, sir.
This year's Pensacola News Journal. Was there a low point, you know, in terms of sticking with Alabama, whether it be Coach Thompson left or throughout this whole process? Was there a point where maybe you questioned it more so than another time?
Yeah, it's been a point when everybody talk about Coach Saban, but you know, what made me like Coach Saban, like, because everybody like to talk about it. That means one thing: everybody's scared of him. That's what it means to me.
Yes, sir.
Michael Langston, that's Lord Varsity. Trent, talk about the visit, on the visit you had with Florida. I mean, been there for 6 hours. I mean, I know they really put a push on you. I mean, talk about how close that it was with Bama. I mean, it seemed like that visit really had an effect on you.
It was tough, man. Like I said, you got Urban Meyer's, the man just won a national championship. 3 out of 2 years he done had one. It's just tough, man, especially him being in your front room, talking to your mama's good, you know. Then he got that flash and that big ring around. You know, I want one of those next year, so that's what I'm going to get. And just making this process easier for me, just lay it off today.
Yes, sir.
Bill Hamill, Panhandle Sports Broadcasting over in Milton, Florida. I know you're good friends with Julio Jones. Did he have any long talks with you and help you persuade you to try to go to Alabama?
Nah, man, that's the thing I like about them boys. They ain't never try to persuade me to do nothing. And I talked to him today, tell you the truth, and he was just like, man, you ready? And I was like, yeah, man, it's just tough right now. You're like, just eat it all up, because when you get where you going, it ain't no that whining and dining no more. You're like, you're just another fresh meat on the field. I mean, it ain't nothing easy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Did Alabama's offense make a difference in the decision when running out of an I formation versus a spread? You feel more comfortable out of a run formation like that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel very comfortable with that formation. I like Florida offense too. I mean, think about that offense. They do basically about the same stuff. They just put you in space. And but me coming to the table with Alabama, they already told me that I can get in situations like that where they ain't got to go. You know, when we go 5 wide, they ain't got to put another receiver, and I can just step out there and be that extra receiver, and I can get me. They gonna try to get me in space and stuff.
Trent,
I know you're one of those guys that didn't really. Yeah, it's hard for you to tell people no. I mean, what were those phone calls like when you had to call the other coaches or let the other staffs know? I mean, what was their reaction?
It was real tough. Most of the time, I don't even answer my phone. I just look at it. Because it's just hard for me to say no, man. It's just like Coach Meyer called me today. It was just hard for me to even just answer the phone. And then situation, I talked to Coach Saban today, and talked to Coach Miles and stuff. So it was just hard, man. It's just very hard. I'm the type of person that I hate to say no.
yes, sir.
AJ McCarron mentioned today that he called you. Just talk about that. What's been like with you?
Oh, it's been, we've been good. I mean, hang around them boys too, man. We like to stay together and stuff. We matter of fact, me and Jay Kirkpatrick, we took most of all our visits together. And he called me today too. And Big Fluke called me. Fluke is from Foley. You just ready for me to go ahead and sign and commit.
Did you tell AJ that what your plans were for today? Because obviously this were all
I kind of told him, but I kind of didn't. He just like, I'm gonna see what you're gonna do, big boy. And he was like, I'm just let it go in Jesus' hands, and so it just went that way, and it went good.
Anyone else?
I have a question.
How much influence did your family? Obviously, you want your family to be comfortable with your decision, but how much did they kind of weigh in this process?
They did a good job with the whole process, especially my mom and my brother. My brother played at Lafayette on Trent Richardson, and he just kept me humble, man. Everybody. I mean, we got a big family, as you see. This ain't even a little bit of it right here. And they just, I mean, we just came from a long ways, man. We ain't never really had nothing, you know, we always had a little struggle going on. Yeah, it wasn't nothing easy for us, and, you know, we ain't had no big houses and nothing like that. So, I mean, just being around my family just kept me, you know, humble. And the teachers kept me humble, too. These teachers right here, I like to thank them, too. I'm sorry I ain't mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, this Alabama team's really close as far as getting to that national championship stage. Talk about the feelings you have about where that program's headed, and obviously you're a national championship contender, but I mean, talk about where they're headed right now and what that means to you coming into that program.
Oh, it means, I think it means going uphill. You know, when nobody this day think that Alabama will have a turnout like they did at the end of this year. I sure didn't. And it just went uphill. I wouldn't even, tell you the truth, I wasn't even no big fan of Alabama. I knew about them, but I wasn't no big fan. I always been a big Texas fan, like, you know, a fan of Texas. And like I said, man, I think everything gonna go up here. Coach Saban gonna keep it cool and steady, and everybody's gonna have fun. It's fun over there, man. To me, I mean, everything's competitive, and you just feel like you're around your brothers, man. You're around a whole bunch of family out there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Trent, did the fact that Florida's offense doesn't allow you to be a rumbler, knock guys over, run slap over people offense, did that affect your decision? And what was the difference between Bama and LSU's offense for you?
The difference between Bama and LSU offense, it wasn't no difference. It's just being around their players, and you know, I didn't at first they didn't talk to me. Of course, you know, I kind of understood that because every time I go down, they end up losing. It was a big game, but you know, I kind of understood it from their point of view. And you know, being around Florida offense, I mean, they basically run the same offense. They just spread everybody else, so they can get you in different positions as you can get into space. I mean, they like a lot of fast guys, and you know, I don't think about running nobody over or shaking nobody. I just get the ball and go.
Okay.
Where does this day sort of rank for you? I mean, just overall, in the decision and you know, as difficult of a process as this was, I mean, you know, in your life, where does this day rank for you?
Man, this day right here, I'll never forget this day. I mean, 'cause this day right here, matter of fact, I woke up this morning singing a church song. I almost ended up crying this morning, man, 'cause this right here, I mean, I always talk about it when I was younger. And me and my brothers played the game all the time, NCAA, and we always talk about it, we're going to do this and that. But once you do it, it's a whole another thing, you know. Playing, just think about it. I'm going to be on 2010 next year on NCAA. And, my brother's going to get to play with me next year, so it's going to be kind of crazy. I mean, one of my brothers already on there. He played for Lafayette, but we had a bigger school, and it's going to be way better.